Hello, Earle Pughe here, bringing you another action-packed, fun-filled adventure. Today I'm looking at 5 turnarounds in C, 5 blues turnarounds in C. This is a little bit more delta-oriented than the previous one, all the examples are going to have the same first 2 measures. We're going to have a G7 chord that frets 3, 4, 5, and we'll catch that high flat 7 on fret 6. Then we're going to have an F7 on frets 3, 4, 5. So this is once again sort of delta. We're going to put the 3 on the bottom. So instead of putting the F on the bottom, we're going to put the A on the bottom. So we'll have an A, we'll skip the 5th string, we'll have an F on string 4, a C on string 3, and the E flat, the flatted 7 on the top on string 2. So the thumb's doing a straight 4 on both chords. On the G7 chord, it's going from G to F, so 1 to flat 7. On the F chord, it's going to go from A to F. And then we'll resolve to the C to the 1 chord. So it's a 5, 4, 1, and then we're going to have the classic walk down. So that we had the 5 chord, 4 chord, so on that 4th string we walk from the 8th fret down to the 5th fret, B flat, A flat, G. That's kind of our classic delta walk down. Then we went to a little piece of a G7 chord, and then it would resolve back to the C, and you'd go through the next verse. So we had the C staying the same on the top, and the B flat down to the G on the bottom. So we had some contrast there. One note changing, one note staying the same. And when we went to the G7 chord, we'd made it down to the G. We kept the same note on the bottom, and we changed the top. So a little variation there. In the second example, we're once again going to do a walk down, hit that C, but now we're going to walk down on strings 2 and 3. So I'm on frets 8 and 9. Down a fret, and then flatten out the first finger on fret 5. So we had parallel motion there. Both notes were going down, and they were going down by half steps, and then the top one goes down a half step, but the bottom one goes down a whole step. And then the bottom note went down and the top note went up. So now we're going to do another walk down, but this time if you imagine the C7 at frets 8, 9, 10, take the notes on strings 2 and 3. That's going to be our target notes. And if you imagine the C7 chord, you take the D7 chord and move it up to frets 11 and 12 on strings 2 and 3. You'll get this shape. So we've got a G and a B flat, a G flat and an A, an F and an A flat, and then there's the E and the G out of the C chord, and then we'll go to a G7. So the fourth example will have the same G7 to the F7. We're going to get some contrary motion in here. We're going to have a line that goes down and a line that goes up and a line that stays the same. And then it'll go down at the end. So if we just look at that C to G7, now the whole thing. So kind of a little bit more intricate. We've got more lines moving and they're moving in more directions. The G7 to the F7 is going to be the same, but we're going to go up high, and we'll use some jazzier chords. We'll have the C7 on frets 10, 11, 12. It looks like that D7 move. So we got a C at fret 10, a G, a B flat, and an E. And we'll just pull fingers 2, 3, 4 back 1 fret. Give us a diminished chord. Then we'll grab the top of a G9. And then we'll resolve that to a C13. So kind of the delta put on a tie here, kind of dressed up a little bit. So that one's kind of a nice one to end a song on. I hope that you've enjoyed this video on blues turnarounds. Hope that you have a good week. Please give me a like. Please consider subscribing. And play the blues. Until then, I'll see you next week. Thank you.